where all things sci-fi come to life. That's right. Where this is our first attempt here with this live streaming with everyone. Game Guy, this is your first time seeing this.
Yeah, what is this?
Don't worry about what it is. Worry about what it isn't. All right? Because here's the deal. Right now, we're live on a few platforms. Hopefully, we've solved any of the technical problems that we've run into over the past couple of days.
Let's find out.
No, I'm not seeing this on Facebook yet.
Well, of course not. That's not the point here, Magic Mike. Our point is that we're trying. Let's not call it out like it is. Let's call it out like it isn't. Like I've said that before.
Hey, everything's wonderful. No issues.
That's true.
The tube of you is perfect.
The what?
The tube of you.
Oh, yeah, good. All right, excellent. Well, what's great is that we're here. We're going to be talking tonight about all the wonderful things sci-fi related, not sci-fi related, and I don't even know. I can't even see my own title to this thing, so I don't have show notes anymore. But it's okay because at the end of this, it's going to make the show notes for us. Isn't that kind of cool?
Who needs it?
Who needs it?
Who needs show notes? We haven't been doing this since '78.
Hey, just put up your teleprompter. Why don't you?
I have one of those. I have a teleprompter. Hey, welcome guys to the new and less improved podcast.
Hey, don't talk about what it is.
Tell me what it isn't.
Yeah, that's right. So say what it isn't.
All right, the improved podcast.
Oh my goodness, the guy reprimands us.
Yep.
And then
we have a lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight, and we got to get to it. There's a lot of small things, nothing really huge. Like we're not talking, Rings of Power. That's next week.
I joined the wrong room.
Yeah,
this is the wrong room. This is the wrong meeting room. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I gotta go.
ASL. Oh, anyway, yeah. So we want to talk some other stuff, some other things that are in the news today.
Oh, okay. This is
other
the right
things
okay.
that were in the news today.
Yeah, we're in the right room.
Right.
Good job. All right.
Well, some of the stuff that's in the news, like for example, I don't want to mention it yet. We haven't started the intro yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys.
I thought I missed that on the countdown since we have more time.
I know. We're not going to do any intros anymore.
Just go right to it.
Straight in. Just hello,
budget cuts.
Welcome. And here we go. That's what it's
we got budget cuts. That's what it is. That's all it is.
No more show and tell.
No more show and tell.
Oh man,
for sure have affected show and tell. Hey, but look at this, Game God. I know you didn't see this before, but look at this. If I do this thing here, you can't see it, can you? Oh no, you can't see it. Watch this.
Oh yes, I do see that.
Look at that. See how we go on the side over here, and then we
also. I like that.
Isn't that kind of cool?
I like that. So that's what your background looks like when it's not slowed down.
Yeah. What do you mean slowed down?
I never see all that gunfire in your background.
Our other platforms that
yeah.
They throttle us.
Hey, we have stepped it up.
Oh,
hey, talk about what we aren't, right? We have stepped it up. Nice.
That's right.
All right.
Keep on stepping.
All right. Here's what we need to do.
Okay.
First of all, if you notice on your name there, here, Game God, I'm sorry. Here, let me help you.
No, you were right, Moose. You got it right.
Hold on, let me help you there.
There you go. There you go. You know what's funny is I asked that earlier, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Who am I talking to? Magic Mike?
I don't know what you're talking about. Here, let me take that off.
That's exactly what it was. Oh, yeah. Hey, put a different title on for me. Yeah. Put collaborator.
I would
collaborator.
I would put social influencer.
Photographer. Oh, I like that.
Oh, you know what? Actually, let me see.
Good. Yeah, put that one in. You can leave that one.
No.
I like it. It's in caps too. Makes me feel important.
You are important.
You are important. There you go. There you go.
Hey, I didn't apply for this job. That's incorrect. I can't take credit for this.
I love it.
You're misleading the people.
You're misleading the people.
Yeah,
you're telling them what it is. We're supposed to tell them what it isn't.
Yeah, we did. Social media manager is what it isn't.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Man.
Yep.
Oh
There
my
you go.
goodness.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
got
figure
it,
out
man.
how to share this
You
stuff
got it,
here. I don't
man.
even know how to share.
Yeah, I
No,
neither
don't.
do I.
Don't share.
So
We'll let him
all right.
share.
No, it's shared. I already put it on Facebook.
Let's look at this. Look at this. Now we just go live with podcast for sci-fi.
Look at that. I like
at
it's
that.
on,
Love it.
on my screen. It's on Magic Mike's window. That's good. He doesn't need
No,
all the
it's
window
okay.
space.
It goes off. It's on a timed piece. Isn't that kind
Okay.
of cool?
I do like what's cool is Magic Mike's shirt. I like that shirt.
That
like
is
that?
cool.
Thank
If it
you.
was mirror image, I would be able to read
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I listen. You
You
ever
think you
get those
have people that will help you when they're looking at stuff, and you're just like,
Hey, you would think you look in the mirror before you leave the house.
Oh, now he's gonna mess stuff up. Oh, okay.
Look at it. Oh my goodness, he still hasn't fixed it.
Still
Hey,
not.
it's the other mirror button.
The other
the other
mirror.
mirror button
Yeah, mirror on the wall.
on the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Who's
Hey,
the fairest of them all? Come on.
How about that?
hey,
Nah,
look at
how about
myself.
what? This
Look
guy,
at myself. No, I'm making myself bigger on my screen.
oh
No,
man,
not
this
working
guy.
over
This
here.
this is what we deal with, folks.
This
This
is
is what we
real.
deal with.
Live technical problem.
Hey, you know what? We're just gonna move on. Let's move on to move on to the next topic. Yeah.
All right.
Man, what a complainer.
I know. You gotta watch that guy. All right, let's get into this. We're already 20 minutes in. There's no show and tell for tonight because we're poor, we're broke, and we're here to ask for money. So let's do this the right way. Matter of fact, what episode are we on? Because that's the problem. I can't even see that.
It is 446
Oh, 446. All right, here we go. Let's do this right now.
right here.
All right, and this is all about Star Wars, the saber, the lightsaber, the PowerSaber. No, it's not just about that. It's also about a Jurassic Park. No, wait a minute. It's Jurassic World. And we've got some Back to the Future, some Netflix, some Dracula, some, I don't know. What else do we have? All this and whatever you come up with.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 446. Oh, we got a lot of little stuff and a lot of big stuff to talk about. We're going to jump right into it. We won't waste any time. Won't waste your time. You know, we record here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stream live. Your comments also accepted. You know, you can talk about whatever you want. What we're talking about, because we like to get some feedback. All right. I got Magic Mike and Game God here tonight. And we're streaming on the new platforms, so we'll see what that does for any of the chat rhetoric that we might get back from this. Yeah. All right. Where are we starting first? Let me tell you. Are you leaving Netflix?
Am I leaving Netflix?
Yeah.
No, I'm not leaving Netflix.
You're not leaving.
I'm sorry.
Who's leaving,
no.
who's leaving Netflix? That's what I need to know.
You know, I've already left Netflix. So.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's something else is leaving Netflix. I think it's some movies are leaving Netflix, right?
Oh,
Why did they
yeah.
do this? Now, I got a question for you. Why did they announce movies leaving Netflix? Don't they have a large enough database that they can just keep it there? Is this contractual? I mean, what is the deal? Why do they do this?
You know, that's a great question. It's gotta be financial. It's gotta be because you know, I can't. I just don't understand why you would get rid of some of these classics that are going to be gone at the end of this month.
Like
You know, so it's funny. I was talking to Moose one day off air. One of the days that I don't really talk to him, I said, "Let me talk to him," and and I said, "Hey, you know something? I go to bed every night watching my favorite movie, and you guys know what my favorite movie is: Back to the Future."
Oh,
Every night
Okay.
I go to bed watching that movie. It's almost to the point where I cannot go to sleep without watching that movie.
okay.
Okay, Back to
Alright.
and you know,
So
I
you
go to
need
sleep
it.
and I yes, it's like my nightlight. It's what it
Okay.
is.
All right.
And Netflix plays it, right? So
Yeah.
Netflix is where I watch it. They have 1, they have 2, they have 3, depending on what day of the week. I watch either one of them. It don't matter. So yesterday, I turn on my Netflix, turn on my time. It's bedtime. Put it on, and then I see the little small red print, leaving soon. What? Leaving soon? Listen. It was so bad. I turned off my Netflix. I logged out. I logged back in and said, "This has got to be an error, right? There's no way. This is like a
It must be an
staple."
error. There's
Yeah.
no way you could take Back to the Future off of
No,
Netflix.
no. This is a hard reboot. It's got to be an error. Nope, wasn't an error. And it's not just Back to the Future. It's Back to the Future 1. It's Back to the Future 2. It's Back to the Future 3. Where am I going to get my nightlight? And then as I say, you know, this got to be something wrong. So I said, let me Google this.
Can I tell you something? Can I pause you right there? Because if you had a Blu-ray player,
Public service announcement.
you would still have these, and you could just, I'm just saying.
I do have one question for Game Guy because something doesn't sound right. Even 3? You're watching every night?
No,
Even 3?
that was just a plug. That was just a plug.
I
It's part of my contract with Back to the Future that I got every 65 days. I have to plug Back to the Future 3 just to keep it relevant. It's got to
Well,
be
even the Divergent series is leaving. There's so many things.
Yes.
To Moose's point, financial, I guess, is what you're saying, but contractually, I think Moose is what you were asking. I think that's probably got to be it.
Well, what
and whether or
contract
not
with who?
Well, who owns the rights to Back to the Future?
Paramount or Universal or whoever. Yeah.
Listen, I just need to know when they make those kind of decisions. Send me an email where it's going, right? Because that's who I'm getting the streaming service with.
You don't have saved as a digital file somewhere where you can just add it onto your iPad and just watch it that way.
Listen,
you watch it on a TV or iPad?
I watch. That's a question for you. I watch it on the TV. I watch it on the TV. I need a light. I need like a beam. Like,
listen, when Moose goes to bed at night, he has this big helmet that has this connecting rod that hangs over that he can have he has his laptop, his phone, and his tablet up, and he can see all the 3 screens at the same time.
The Apple Pro Vision is what I use. I just
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Listen, Moose, Magic Mike, you know what else? Dune, the original Dune is leaving Netflix.
That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Listen, I always thought there was like hard drive space. We just don't have enough hard drive.
No space on the VHS shelf.
You know what I mean? But it can't be that. It's got to be like contract. It's got to be like, Paramount wants to put it on their streaming piece, so we got to give it to them or whatever.
Yeah, we can't have it on more than one.
I mean, look at this. I have this little thing here. This is a little SSD that I can hook up to. I just unhooked it. It's hooked up to a computer.
He plugs it into his side of his brain.
You have computers. Do mainframes exist anymore? By the way.
Wow! That's a great question. Probably not.
That is a great question.
At least not the way we know it.
They've been replaced with the cloud.
Listen, hey, even Uncle Buck is leaving, and I'll give Game God $10 and a free lunch if he knows what Uncle Buck is.
Of course, with John Candy. Come on now.
That's a classic.
Yes. Hey, I love his pancakes. See, go ahead, test my knowledge. Watch the backfire on the car too. It's deadly.
So you're upset that it's leaving. Do you have a way of replacing it, or yes or no?
Not at the moment. Like, apparently, I need a Blu-ray player.
How is he a fan?
I don't know. How can you be a fan and not own it? This is Magic Mike is onto something here.
I've had this conversation with numerous people in my life about how I don't have a Blu-ray player in the house because I refuse to put that kind of media in my house. Right? I will never, and I guess now I'm going to eat some words here. I would never watch it on Blu-ray. But if I don't have nowhere else to go, I have no choice.
You realize it's better on Blu-ray, right?
I know. You get to see all the deformities and defects in the filming of it. But I like to keep it looking, legit, 1984 style. 85, I'm sorry. 85. 85. Let me not take a year back. We're going too far back in time.
All right.
But yeah, it's disappointing, man. I know it's a part of the life cycle, but it just
you go to sleep to it, and now you won't be able to.
I won't be sleeping, guys. So the next time you see me with bags under my eyes, you know the reason.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to go to sleep to now?
Transformers, if I can find it. Tubi. It's on Tubi.
Yeah, it is. They have their own channel now, right? On
do they really?
Tubi?
Yeah.
I believe so.
They do have it on there.
What about what was the Last Dragon? What was it called?
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's still on Netflix, since it was on Netflix for a while.
Going away. It's going
Yeah,
away.
I might go
going
back
away?
to that. No,
That
I
didn't
didn't
seem
see
like it was on very long.
No, it's got to still be on there.
See,
Yeah.
even Max, as an example, I went to search for Harry Potter just to watch it, put it on for the day, and it wasn't even on Max anymore. It's like that's who owns the rights.
Is it not on Max? I thought it was Max. Is it back on Disney? Is it on Disney Plus?
No, it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, come on.
So it's Max. So
That's a ridiculous
like-
statement.
I'm just trying to figure. Hey, I'm following the money path. Wherever you find the money, that's
don't
where
test
you find
his
it at.
knowledge, Moose.
Don't test his knowledge.
Hey, I'm good with Uncle Buck, not Harry Potter. Okay, I just want you to know that.
How dare I test your knowledge?
I had to go to Peacock to watch that. It's
Test
ridiculous.
your might.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I pay for Peacock. You know, I pay for so many. I have got to stop. Like, I've got to stop. I got to put a stop to it.
It won't stop.
Okay,
Won't
let's
stop,
go
can't
back
stop.
and listen to episode 230 when we hear the same words.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. We got to move on. Sorry, Magic Mike. We can't.
He's been cut from the streaming
Hey,
service.
let's talk about a little Star Wars real fast, because Star Wars has come out. First of all, let's talk about Acolyte for just for a moment. They got to have a petition to try to save Acolyte on the Star Wars boards.
You guys signed it, right?
Oh, hold on. I think I have a laugh track somewhere.
Oh, this is it. We lost connection.
Yeah, I think I do. Let me see. Oh, here it is. There.
Hey, that sounds like the same cast from same crowd from Seinfeld.
Yeah, it is.
Seinfeld. How about Seinfeld? That too.
That too.
That
Listen.
field.
All right, moving on. Okay, so no, Acolyte is they have this petition. I think they had like 40,000 people. I think everybody who watched the show also signed the petition, so that's all 40,000. And they're trying to get it back. And then one of the guys, like one of the actors, is like, "I'm gonna make this my life's work." And yeah. And so I'm really not too sure about that. That he'll never live again until he gets.
I hope he doesn't make it his life work.
So is it a petition to save the Acolyte or save Star Wars?
That's the Acolyte.
Oh, because if it's for saving Star Wars from the Acolyte, I'm all in for that one.
I see what you did there, Magic Mike. Yeah, Manny Jacinto is the actor who says he's gonna dedicate his life's craft to
I say go
season
for
2.
it.
Well,
Getting season 2.
that's a little weird. That's a little strange to me, considering that it just wasn't Star Wars. I'm just saying. But there are also some new stuff. So Star Wars Outlaws is a new video game that's out, and
Is it?
It is, and it's getting like I don't understand. Some of the reviews are just not good. But this was supposed to be a really good game.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I was looking to buy it when it came out.
Yeah,
And I looked at some of the reviews at that day that it came out. By the time I got to it, the reviews were at a 3.7. I was like, man, that's low.
Don't look at
I'm
it
going
now.
to give it. What's that?
Don't look at it now.
Well, no, I started getting to. So let me give it a few days. And then I gave it a couple of days and it went lower. And it's officially now, from what I can see, a 2.8. And it actually went down to a 2.6 at some
Somebody felt
point
sorry.
there.
So let me give it a 3.
I don't understand it. What's going on with
I
this?
haven't played it. I've seen someone play it. I saw the gameplay of it. I didn't. I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch long enough or something, because it didn't look all that bad. I mean, look, it's like, what was that game back in the day? Like PS2.
Tomb Raider 2.
No. Nice try. This would have been like the stealth game. What was that stealth game?
Splinter Cell.
Oh,
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell.
That's it. So this kind of reminds me of Splinter Cell. Yeah, that's the one. Do the sound again one more time.
He changed the sound. It didn't sound as good.
Different one.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. He switched the goggles.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Splinter
Those
Cell,
thermals.
you know? I mean, that's kind of what I felt like, because it is like a stealth game.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you, you're insulting Splinter Cell, because Splinter Cell, when it was out, was top notch.
Wow.
It was very good. It was
It
very
was.
good.
It was a
I think that
top-notch
if
game.
this is kind of the same, it looks like the same engine as Splinter
Okay,
Cell.
so it's funny you say that, because Splinter Cell is if I'm not mistaken, a Ubisoft game.
Okay, I think it is.
And so it's funny that you mentioned that. Now I'm hearing Magic Mike. I hear what you're saying, Moose. I heard what you're saying. And when you guys told me it's like this, because I was going to buy it as well too, but I was going to wait a little bit, then look for a sale or something. You know me, right?
I know you.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was looking for. And then so I said, wow, it is doing good. So I did some research. Now here's the skinny. It's great looking game. So to your point, Moose, the graphics, the details, like down to the details on some of the walls, like they spent time putting some work into this.
Right.
The problem is the technical piece. There's so many bugs and kinks in it right now. One of them is that when it doesn't auto save enough, so you can go 30, 40 minutes between auto saves, die, and lose everything.
That's not good. That's
Right?
horrible, as a matter of fact.
But so you say, well, that's an easy fix. Just manual save, right?
Or
Manual save
make
every
it-
time.
Make a memory card.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no,
Exactly.
wait. That's,
You know,
yeah, no, that's
SSD card.
Another console.
But so they put the manual save in there. You can't even manual save when you want to. You can only manual save in certain spots. So that's a big issue, right? Especially in a day and age where games auto save like every 5 minutes.
Right.
So that's issue number one. Issue number two is the story's lackluster. The story's bland. So
okay.
it's
a stealth game?
it's you with the stealth game.
And like it's a stealth game, so you're not going to have a great story in a stealth game because you know what you're getting.
Yeah, but here's one of the things that I've seen too, because I maybe you and I watched the same video, Moose, of the playtime, because I saw it and I was like, oh, this looks really cool.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing is that's limited. You don't even get that out that often. You're not constantly trying to climb walls and go different places and do those kinds of things, and because you're going different places, it's open world, obviously.
Well, it's not true open world though, is it?
No, it's open world.
No, because see, here's the deal. It's not like what was the
Star?
No, not Star. No,
Starfield.
Oh gosh, you guys
Give me a descriptor. Give me a describer.
Thank you. Fallout, like a Fallout.
There you go.
World or a
Fallout, the grandfather of open world games. Ain't no open world game like Fallout.
It's not like a Fallout where you have a complete.
Fallout is the equivalent to the Earth is round. You keep going in circles.
There's another Star Wars game coming out called Star Wars Genesis. It's supposed to be an open world game.
That's a true open world game. That's what I was saying, which is a Starfield type of game. Which is true open world
in that essence. Okay,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. So I'm iffy on open world games, right? I like a good open world game. Yeah, but here's the deal. If you would have asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have been like, I'm all in for open world game. Right? Because I had the time 10 years ago for an open world game.
But now you're not. Now you want, what do you want? Prince of Persia, which tells you
exactly
what to do next?
That's what I got time for, man. I need to, to keep it. Hey, keep me on the path. I can't go. I start to stray. I was like, oh, I need to do that side mission and that side mission and that side.
Long time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't do open world games anymore, man. Moose does open world all the time.
They're time killers.
That's exactly right. That's the problem with them. I feel the same way as Game God, that I'm not into open world games at this point. Too much.
But aren't they good? Aren't they the best though? Honestly,
They are. They're just. I never get more than 2/3 of the way through.
You go in and come out a week later, and you're not sure what day it is.
Hey, no, that's the Moose effect. That's the Moose effect. Hey, yeah, he spends 2 days in a town, and that's at the inn and at the vendor, right? Yeah. And then he's like, okay, what mission we're doing? So
hey, listen, you're saying 2 days. You're not talking about 2 game days. You're talking about 2 real days.
2 real
48
days,
hours.
Days.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Speaking of time suckers, what about what?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Next subject.
Hold on, let me see. There we go.
There you go.
No. I just saying that because Dracula. There's a trailer out for Dracula. And who's Dracula?
Hey, so I ran this through the fact checkers, and this is fake news.
You think so?
I'm gonna go on record because I said this before and I was proven wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try this again.
Yeah.
I want it to be true. I saw it.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I'm like, man, this looks pretty good.
So who was playing Dracula?
You're not gonna get me to say his name because I can't say it.
No, you can say his name. Come on.
I'm gonna call him Neo. Neo was the
Neo.
the one.
Go, you say John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick is another one. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, he's Dracula, and I gotta tell you, he looks good. I think he looks good, but Neo looks good almost in everything.
I don't know. I disagree.
I don't know if Neo does. John Wick does. I'm not sure about
Yeah,
Neo.
John Wick, yeah, because he's got the long hair. So John Wick, right? So I get that. It's not
So
Neo.
do you think a Keanu Reeves could
There you
pull
go.
off
Nice.
a Dracula? Or do you think he could play it?
I think he can. I think he can. I think he could do it. He's not traditional Dracula.
You think this trailer is fake? Then is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I think it's fake. I think it's a good deep fake AI. Sponsored by Temu and Wish. But yeah, I think it's a fan made. I definitely think.
I
it's
think Keanu Reeves would be an excellent, pun intended there, Dracula. However, the video, they used the AI to make him young, and Dad did not like that at all.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
I want to see him older as a Dracula the way he is
He
now.
was Bill and Ted.
Yes,
He used the
He
Bill and
was.
Ted.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I need to see him John Wick 3 style. That's what I need to see him. Aged
That's
up a little bit.
absolutely right.
What you think about it?
I didn't see a lot of him in it, and so it made me question the trailer a little bit. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not, but here's the deal. I think he could make a good Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Just the way that he plays his characters, I think would be kind of cool.
He's got the smoldering look.
The smolder.
I guess. What is he, Ian Somerhalder?
Hey, who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, he's got
yeah.
a couple of cons.
He is, he stopped, but he's like not acting at all. No,
Oh, he hasn't acted since '78.
no, he's done it every time.
This is his new thing now.
This is his new thing.
Yeah.
All episode long.
Yeah.
76, 78. Yeah, good years.
Same thing. 84, 85.
Game God hasn't used a new line since '62.
No,
I could do this all day.
I'm just going back. Want to go back just for a minute here, and because Star Wars is a game that I love. I still can't wait for like the Apex / Star Wars game if they're going to do something with that. And I also can't wait to talk about the PowerSaber. Well, it's PowerSaber. We've been talking about. I've talked about this. We've had a show and tell about this. I picked this up. It's still ready to go. Watch PowerSaber. Boom, just like that.
Power
Now-
on.
Yeah.
What you didn't tell us is that it has a safety feature.
Oh, really? What's that?
That
Yeah.
even if you turn it on with it pointing to you, it won't hurt you. It'll stop. Like it'll.
Oh, well, I haven't tried that.
Let's test it live right now.
That's it. That's good. Yeah. The users want to know. They want to know if this is safe.
I want to know. That was the old National Enquirer.
Yes, yes.
All right. For those,
What year was that?
That was well for you, 78.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
All right.
Make sure.
So here's the skinny on this, Game God. Since you wanted to use that verbiage earlier, this is the PowerSaber, and evidently Mattel had the opportunity. This is not called a lightsaber. This is a PowerSaber.
Correct.
Difference.
Mm-hmm.
And it could have been called a lightsaber. Why did Mattel pass on this? That's what I want to know.
Was
Why
Mattel or Hasbro?
Hasbro.
Oh, sorry.
Hasbro, I think it was.
Hasbro. It's the same thing.
It all depends on the year.
Yeah.
Just depends on the year.
78? Are we talking about 78?
So
That's Mattel.
why did they pass on making this a reality and calling it a lightsaber and making it a Star Wars official item? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Well-
that's a great question. Magic Mike, I'll let you answer first because I don't have the answer. You go first.
Well, from what I understand, you always have the answer. You're going to tell me here in a minute it was back in 1978. From what I understand, Disney their reasoning is we didn't have the bandwidth. We'll use that term, the bandwidth to get it done because they were going through some changes, some things going on. So, but none of that to me makes sense. None of it makes sense. You have an opportunity to market a lightsaber for.
that extends and retracts automatically.
Yeah, and you want to say for children because
yeah, what we've been waiting for since '78. That's literally. So, and we couldn't get it. They couldn't deliver on something that they were presented, and decided, oh no, we're not going to do it. I'm very, very upset by this because I could be holding, the Darth Vader version of this PowerSaber, but instead I'm holding the Darth Vader version, and that's very disappointing. Although I love this, and matter of fact, I want to give it to somebody to do some weathering and kind of make this a great prop, because it is. I mean, it looks good, but it could have been an official item. And we've been waiting for so long. And I think that part of that is Star Wars or Disney trying to say, oh, well, we have our own that they're never going to release. This thing is going to get buried. We'll never see this extendable, retractable a lightsaber that they had shown at, I think it was like D23 or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct, Moose. But here's the thing. So the creator of this one is talking about coming out with even more stuff. So he's calling it the magical hilt, or the magic hilt. And so I think we're going to see more stuff that's going to be comparable to a lightsaber in terms of the quality. I think we're going to come seeing that. And Disney has missed out on this opportunity because now they no longer have the rights. They had it for 2 years, and once that time ran out for them, they've missed out. And it won't matter. Moose, you bought it. You're a Star Wars fan. Yeah. It won't matter if it's called a lightsaber or not.
Right. No.
Here's the deal, right? So dug into a little bit. Here's the official statement from Hasbro, right? We greatly value our partnership with vendors who bring us their ideas and toys. For a variety of reasons, we were unable to move forward with this particular concept. That's all they said, right? So, and that was, so he got the patent in 2019. He made the deal. They sent him a prototype in 2020. 2 years later, nothing. And it ran out, and he ran with it. Now, I'm going to tell you this: what he should do is that he should go with one of the largest, any of the largest third-party lightsaber companies. I don't know if that's I don't know the names of these people. We see them in every con.
Yeah,
right?
we see them all the time. We see them all the time. Yeah.
Right. So go with one of them, right? And either partner. I would partner, right? Because I don't want to sell it. Right? I want to partner.
Yeah.
Or license it.
I feel like I'm in an episode of Shark Tank now.
I want
what's your evaluation?
Royalties. But this is what I would do, because he obviously has something here that piqued Hasbro's interest enough for them to say, we want to hold on to that for a minute. Enough for them to say, we're going to hire a paid actor, $6,000 paid him, and go on to some demonstration to show a potential toy or a blade that's going to use your concept.
Yeah.
Right. So they went. Something happened. Right. Yeah. So I think, and I'm leaning to more as a financial piece, to be quite honest with you. I think Hasbro / Star Wars, Disney, whoever ran out of money, or say, you know what, we have to put our money somewhere else for now, because we're taking a beating somewhere else.
I don't think that could be possible. I don't think it could possibly be the case. Money, it can't be a money thing, right, Moose?
No, it can't be. Can't be a money thing. I own it. I paid $60 for this piece, and all I'm saying is that. By the way, this is a red one. I saw the green one the other day, and which I'll pick up. So now I'll have two. But this is an auto extending retractable light. This feels like the deal. Like, this feels like the main piece of everything from a lightsaber standpoint. Except it doesn't really look like.
Even if they didn't go big mainstream with with the big lightsabers that we buy, right? Let's just say they stuck this in every Disney park, branded it, sold it for $100. They'd make a killing.
They would have sold it for $100, absolutely. And what's great about this guy who's created, I don't know if we can give him a plug or not, but he is excited about it. He wanted to. What's that?
Give him a plug. Why not?
Yeah, Yair Shiloh is his name, and he's excited. That was his dream, to create and own a lightsaber. And so it wasn't just about the money. So he would stick with this. To your point, Game God, he's not going to sell this patent. He's going to keep it, and he's going to keep creating more because he's talked about double lightsabers, dark sabers, different opportunities. This is a huge miss for Disney.
Well, and then here's the other piece. This is his dream, right? So whether he becomes rich off this or not, he's accomplished a dream, right? He had Hasbro, Disney. He can honestly say that was mine up there, right?
Yeah.
That I did that, right?
Yeah.
I did what every fanboy wanted to be done.
You know what?
I created it.
I think that this happens to a lot, and we've talked about this previously on the podcast about how these large companies will take something and then they'll put it on a shelf and then you never see the light of day of it. And sometimes they'll take it and then they find a way to take your idea, and then they'll say goodbye to you and leave you over here wanting more. They do it with artists. They do it with and it would painfully be the truth that if they tried this with this and that's what they got the idea from their own retractable piece and never really went through with it. I hope that's not the case, but I really hope that I see more product because I think it's really good.
I'll tell you what, when they first released it, it was during the pandemic. So hopefully that's probably one reason, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, Hasbro said when it went over its first safety test, it was like, it doesn't pass our safety test. And the prototype failed. He went with Goliath and sold it to Target and Walmart and said, hey, we good. We'll take it. We'll pick it up.
Got it.
Exactly.
Right. So,
I mean, that's, those guys aren't small fish in the pond, I mean,
and I want to go on
as any other company.
I want to go on record here, episode 446. Moose, I know I gave you a little trash when you first saw it. I was like, what is that? Come on, man, that is a kid's toy, And I'm gonna tell you, man, good choice there, man. You got. So give me a ding. Can I get a ding? Get a ding button there.
Oh my
Can you give me one?
There
There you go.
There
you go. Thank you. Moose, you were right, man. This is hey, when you pick up the green one, you make sure you show us on the episode here. We want to see both of them together.
Well, times are tough right now, and inflation is high, so I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
But yeah,
they managed to keep it on the 60s, so you're good.
All right, let's move on to another subject. What else do we have out there? Oh, I know what we have. We have Jurassic World. All right, you guys have seen Jurassic World.
Yeah,
I think so.
You've seen Jurassic Park, right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
How many Jurassic Parks were there? Do you remember?
3. Under the title Jurassic Park.
Yeah, there were only 3. Really?
Yeah, Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3.
How many Jurassic Worlds were? 3, right?
3.
Okay. Now there's a piece here that they're trying to reboot Jurassic World.
I hate
They're
that
calling
one.
it Jurassic World Rebirth.
So original.
Reimagined.
Hey, I don't know about this, man. I mean, is the time? And by the way, doesn't include. And I think it's going to be. I don't know if they're going to reboot it from the beginning. I think they're going to reboot it from like after Dominion or something like this from the last Jurassic World. But no Chris Pratt, no Dallas, Bryce Howard. No, she's not. Neither one of them are in it. So is this something that's actually like? Would you be interested in seeing a whole new set of crew doing another Jurassic World movie? I find this very difficult to swallow. Like I'm not sure if I really want to see anymore.
I really think they'd be better off just releasing a digitally remastered version. I mean, I have no desire to see another one either. We already know how it started from the original Jurassic Park. What are you going to show me that's different?
Well,
that's a great question, Magic Mike. That's a great question.
I just don't think it. Are there that many people out there that say Jurassic Park? Like, do you have people, Harry Potter fans, Star Wars fans, Star Trek
Back to the
fans,
Future,
Back to the Future fans that say, "Oh, I can't get enough of Jurassic World"? Are they out there? Like, you can tell me. Like, if I'm wrong, you can just tell me. Moose, you're wrong. Absolutely, they're out there.
I don't think they exist. To be quite honest with you. And I think that the time and age of dinosaurs has passed us too, man. I don't think there's a market for it right now.
I think it passed us a long time ago. That's why we got Jurassic Park. Listen, I think that what you onto something, Moose. There aren't anybody out there. There's not enough. So they were re-releasing it. They're going to do a new one to let people know it did exist at one point. Jurassic Park did exist. It was a movie, and here it is.
You know who's one of the actors in it?
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
I changed my mind.
What's his name? The new Blade is in it. The new
Really?
actor who's Blade. I can't tell him. I'm not going to try to butcher his name.
Yeah, please don't even try. Yeah, just call him Blade. Blade 2.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
So I just find it really hard. Like, look, first of all, dinosaurs aren't even real, and so now we're gonna have, I'm just kidding. All
Spoiler.
right, but there really isn't. I just don't understand the. I'm maybe, like I said, maybe it's just me. It's just me.
No, it's not you. Moose, it's not you. It's me.
Infatuation.
It's just all of us.
from the dinosaur perspective.
So is this you're not going to watch it when it comes out, Moose? Is that what you're telling me?
Definitely not going to watch it. Definitely not. 100%. You can count on me not watching Jurassic World Rebirth. And if I'm the fool, then label me LaFou. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not going to see it.
Oh man, good to know. Good to know.
All right.
Well, Moose, you have the access to label it, so there you go. You can change your title at any time on the podcast.
I can. What else? All right. Anything else that we got going on that we haven't talked about that you need to bring up?
I think Game Guy was wanting to talk about some game stuff, some Apple game stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, this Apple gaming console. You think this is real? You want to break on the Dracula trailer? Yeah.
I listen. I didn't say it was real. I said I'm asking you, or should I say, it was asked of me. Is it possible at the next iPhone event that Apple releases or says they're going to release a console?
No.
Do you think Apple's going to get into the console business?
No, absolutely. I don't think that. They're not getting into the car business, and they definitely aren't getting into the gaming business. Let me tell you why. The recent update to your Fire Stick, I don't know if you've seen this, but your Fire Sticks that you have, your Amazon Fire Sticks, can sync to your Xbox, and you can play Xbox games on your Fire.
No way.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah,
Hey, I didn't get that text message.
yeah. Well, you need to go and look.
No, this is fake. This is fake.
It is fake news. This fake news. Come on, man. You got us once tonight.
So much it's not fake. I did it, and I connected the
Send me a picture. Take a
connected the
screenshot.
Xbox to the Fire Stick, and I'm like, okay. The only thing I didn't do was play anything. Now, Apex wasn't playing on there, so I didn't. Otherwise, I would have just, attached a Bluetooth controller and have played. But
That's dangerous.
But there are, you can play all of the like Xbox Game Pass games.
So you can only play
Really?
the cloud games that are on their cloud, right?
I believe so.
That sounds about right, because they do have other devices that do it. So it's just a matter of time of having, I think, a stick strong enough, right? Have enough RAM, because I assume you need RAM to run it.
Would you even want Apple to come into this?
You a tech guy? You know about RAM? Wow.
I read that just now. But that doesn't. So you're telling me because of that, Apple will say, you know what, it's just too much competition.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound like Apple.
You want to get into the stream? What do you think they're going to come out with a handheld game console? They have the Apple TV. Now, if they combine it with Apple TV, what's the difference? Why would they do that? Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, but then Apple, way back in the days, tried to do a console. I think it was called the Pippin.
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah. Back in the days, this was probably around PS1 time.
Yeah.
So they.
You have one?
No, you have one. You showed it to me. No, I don't. So it wasn't successful. But here, things are different now, right? And here's what I'm saying: things are different now. They have Apple Arcade.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I pay for that.
Yep, I pay for that as well.
I do not.
All of their phones.
Thank you. Cheap.
all of their phones have chipsets at this point that are really high tech.
Yes.
Right. Their MacBooks, high tech. Like they got the technology piece, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with one, $200 to $300, right? I think that's the sweet spot, right?
Oh.
Doesn't have to have anything huge. They can make it pretty much like a stream. Remember when Xbox was going to make well, they did, but they have just a streaming console.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apple can do the same thing.
There's
They do the
no
same
advantage to Apple doing this. None whatsoever, because you
more-
can
more
already do it on
Apple
your
product.
tablet.
More
You
Apple
can do it on your
product.
tablet and your phone. Why would you go anywhere else
Hey.
and spend money and invest in that?
More Apple product.
You
Get
can
rid of the
probably-
Apple TV
You
and put it
probably have
into
the Apple TV. The what is the game? The arcade in
Mm-hmm.
Apple TV. I'm sure you could probably play a game there too.
yeah. But so you just make the console piece, the little square, strong enough to handle
Hey,
all
hey,
the
Moose,
games that are out
The
there.
little square.
It
Little
got him.
square. Little square. Little square.
They got him.
Hey, I just think that there's something that Apple can do here, and just on just the name alone, Apple. Yeah, you've said it many times before, Moose. If Apple's putting their name on it, it's worth buying.
I agree.
Except for the Vision Pro.
I think there'd be a lot of more testing being done. And a matter of fact, I think that it would have leaked already. I say leaked. Just in this day and age, I hear about things, and Apple is they are the marvel of technology. Like they really have a lockdown, and you really
I'm still
can't
waiting on
find
the
out.
glasses, the AR glasses.
But I'm telling you right now that if they were going to have something, it would be perfect. But I haven't heard anything about this, so this would be
So
a
don't hold my
huge
breath.
surprise. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right, so we have a better chance of getting the Apple AR glasses before we get a console.
Yeah, for sure,
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. well,
Sorry.
Thanks for shooting that down, Dracula.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glad I could help you. All right, but anything else? What else we got? That it?
Hey, my docket's clear, unless but I can't see
Yeah.
my screen, so I can't tell you if it's.
I know.
I don't know if we're done or not. I have no idea.
Hey, this is unheard of for Moose. Moose is like, I see all.
Now I've got to figure out a new method for taking my notes and all this good stuff for the podcast, because we're using this new platform, so it's not like the old platform. So that's why things are a little.
Put it on a whiteboard. Park it for later.
Can we zoom it? All right. Well, you know what? I think that'll wrap it up for tonight. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to be back next week, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us here. Come chat with us. Come watch us. Come participate in a podcast that we talk about everything sci-fi. So you name it, we talk about it. Magic Mike, I think you have the last word.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, we're watching Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. We're going to talk about next week.
Rings of Power next week. That's right. How many episodes are we going to get in?
All three.
Maybe 2 or 3. They're over an hour long each.
Yeah,
All three.
So get ready for that. Anything else that might have happen or come up, we'll be talking about it. Maybe Game God will write a book or something in the meantime, and we'll put that up on the podcast. All right, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Go rate, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Share this, and then we'll do this again. How about that?
I was just leaving. Da-da-da-da.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.